I'm willing to admit that. No, it's not even that. It's just I had chips for dinner yesterday.
Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to our Puff and Chat podcast with your girl Latina Beauty and
Koala Puffs. What's going on? What's going on?
Where?
Yo, can we just, what a fucking day on our end. I was gonna say my end, but you woke up with me and you had to deal with the same bullshit today. So we had a whole quality box we were gonna bring here today and we forgot it. And then I pulled up and I parked and I almost, I forgot to pay the parking. So then I realized I have nothing to smoke because we forgot the box. So I had to go to the car to get a vape pen. Then I realized I didn't pay for the parking. So thank God so Cannabis saves.
Yeah, saved the day today. Literally saved
Where
the day
it comes
today.
back to, it's because I needed a jacket and I needed to then go back again and then I got stuck at the door.
How many times have you gone up and down the stairs already?
Twice. and I'm not a stair runner liker. I like walking. I enjoy walking, but not up at an inclined, whatever that's called. I don't like it.
I don't like stairs either.
But in my car, okay, stoners, come on. A lot of stoners have a kit in their car, right? Do you have one?
Not yet.
Nah?
No.
But you don't drive very often. You don't enjoy driving.
And I only drive like 15 minutes far radius.
And with your baby.
Yeah.
So you're not like taking smoke breaks, right? I, on the other hand, I have to drive like hours upon hours upon hours sometimes. Like driving to Vegas, driving to Bakersfield.
Oh, yes.
I drove out to you and stuff. So I bring smoking stuff with me because we all go on road trips and whatnot. And this is, I switch up the case that it's in, but this is the current one. It's the Happy Kit. You know. We've hit this last time when we did a dabbing episode, and then one time when I picked you up on Christmas, I brought my Happy Kit, and actually on the way to you, I stopped at Starbucks. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I do.
And
I
the
do
girl,
remember this.
the girl that was giving me the coffee at Starbucks recognized me, and I felt so good about myself that I gave her my Happy Kit. But it was all of our smoking supplies for the road trip, which is about 8 hours round trip. Just driving. However, I drive a Tesla and our charge up period is longer than like a gas pump up. Cheaper, but longer. So with that added, it's like a 10 plus hour turnaround. So I'm bringing a kit with me and I got rid of it in the first 3 hours of the drive coming to pick you up on Christmas.
I remember that.
So now I got another one. This is the one that I like fucking substituted.
And it's coming in clutch today.
It is because I forgot the box and I went through my backpack. I didn't find anything else to smoke. And this is a puff and chat. And we actually got a lot of fun topics to talk about here today, but
I think it's going to be exciting today.
It's just weird to do it without a puff. And like, what are we, a regular podcast? Leave it to the other podcast. We're here to smoke.
Let's do that real quick.
Okay, cheers. Clink. I'm gonna turn up the heat on this. Oh yeah. So I'm smoking on some Cannabis here. So that I could be functioning still, because this is I believe Delta 8. This is great. I love the fact that we can dying over there. So I have a few things here in this Happy Kit. I have 2 different types of torches here, small enough to fit in the pouch. Oh, I lied. I have 3 different types of torches here. Wow. But the last one is more like if you find a way to roll up a blunt.
It's like dad, mom,
and then I have the nectar collector that it comes with.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, we smoked out of this. No? We smoked out of the Ooze
Slugger.
Life. You're right. I'm tripping. Man, I'm out here smoking out of so many things. I think you're there all the time.
Most of the time.
Not as much as I would.
But even when I'm not there, I am there because I'm on Snapchat with you.
Yeah. Dude, when she comes to visit me, I love her. I'll walk out of like the bathroom or something and she'll be like sitting in the corner watching my Snapchat. And I'm like,
well, that's because that's what I do every day. I go check her stories. So I'm still going to watch her stories even though she's right there.
You are a very supportive person. I will say this, like, no bullshit, no, like, she doesn't really expect anything in return. It's really nice. I come from a very type of family, and I just recently learned this about myself. Are you ready? So we had a therapy session this morning with each other, where we just talked about a bunch of stuff. Mostly I had a therapy session and you listened. But I just learned that, like, when you grow up in a certain way, when you're an adult, you feel like if you're not doing a service for somebody, then you're not loved. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you're not, like, hooking them up with promo, or in my case, I'm only giving examples that are like relevant in my life, or if you're not like giving them gifts, or if you're not like taking them on trips, then you're not showing them that you love them, and that's what you're supposed to do. And that's like a certain way that you're raised and stuff. And I was like reading that and I was like, man, I feel like this is me, because I frequently feel like I need to do things for people. Like, I am not enough just as an individual,
and
to
that's
be
why
loved.
you've gone above and beyond for a lot of people.
I try to, but then I also, like, that puts me in a position where I'm stressed out, when I spread myself very thin, where I expect the same in return, where I get frustrated easy. And these are things that I'm starting to recognize about myself more and more. And it, like, it's tough, because I feel like I went from like a happy-go-lucky person to being like, shit, none of these, like, I was too happy-go-lucky. I was too focused on, like, just happiness. Like, there's more things to focus on. And then it's like a massive reality check, Wow. But this was our conversation earlier today. So we wanted to kind of bring you into that, because I feel like there's been a lot of stuff going on around the world, obviously. And a lot of deep conversations are being had, especially in my life, when I'm smoking specifically.
I feel like that's when the conversations get the most intimate. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's definitely when the conversation gets more intimate.
And that's why I prefer cannabis over alcohol, because when I smoke, I want to talk about things, and I want to get deep into things, whether it's about the future, the past, the present, ideas, business. You and I do this all the time. That's how this podcast was born. Her and I were stoned out of our mind at 3 a.m. on our couch.
Literally.
And we're like, what if we do a podcast together? And then I literally texted Mark, I think it was like either in the middle of the night or the next morning really early, like, let's do the podcast, because I had met him right prior to that. And he was like, whenever you're ready to do a podcast, you text me and you let me know, and I'm ready. And literally, like, it was very close to the time that him and I, like,
was
met.
fate.
It was. And I'm glad we're doing it together. It's fun. Should we cheers to that with a dab?
Yeah.
So I'm going to torch you this Happy Kit nectar collector.
Should we open up one of these?
Yeah, you could take the big jar that we brought, or you could open up one of those, whatever you like. I'm saying actually, can I show?
Do whatever you like.
Hold on. This actually comes with a mat inside, so if any wax does drip, it doesn't fuck anything up, which I love, 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 because wax do be drip, drip, dripping. Came through dripping, drip, drip.
Okay,
all right, I'm going to give you a dab right now. And while you are dabbing, I wanted to go into our Puff and Discuss segment. You cool with that?
I'm down for that.
Here you go. Dab, dab.
Cheers.
So I actually have a couple of topics here. Some of them are a little bit like funny. Some of them are
911.
It's already cool. That's the cool thing about nectar collectors. Is
they cool down really
I'll
fast.
put it back in. Did I not shove it far enough?
I think I had put it in there, but I didn't shove it all the way in there.
Oh, did you? I think I don't know. We're so stoned. Today is that day.
But it's crazy because we found lucky dollars on the floor. What the fuck?
You shouldn't have picked up that money.
I told you. And you were like, go ahead. It's a lucky dollar.
And you were about to take the neighbor's dollars. Oh.
I know. That's why I was like, let's leave those that way.
You brought terp wipes. You put them in the backpack? No?
No.
We left the terp wipes.
We did.
Man, what a fucking day. I think it's in one of those boxes, but I can't right now. Okay, so I was gonna say that I have a couple of topics for us to talk about, but now I got distracted with this nectar collector. I have to put it in more. It's sliding out because it's slippery from wax. That's why I wanted a nectar wipe, a terp wipe. Give me that real quick. He's just sliding out. Okay, so A lot of serious things I understand are happening in this world. However, Maria and I didn't really make this podcast to be super serious with it. This was just for fun, to just talk about some lighthearted things because everywhere else in the world is so tough and difficult right now. With that being said, I just didn't want people to come at us about like, there's way more important things to talk about. I know we're not the podcast for that. We're trying to be the escape from reality. Maybe that's not healthy, but it's how I deal with trauma. Okay. Texas removed
but not
Instagram.
only that, but we're also going through it too. You know what I mean? It's not like we're not, but it's just we just
the podcast is just for the
we just want to talk about funny shit. Maybe it's the most darkest shit is some dark trauma. You know what I mean? That's the craziest we'll go.
The thing that I wanted to talk about is that Texas removed filters everywhere on my Twitter. So I fuck with Twitter heavy. Actually, Snapchat and Twitter are my favorite platforms. I'm terrified of Instagram. I don't understand TikTok. But Twitter, I get. Oh, see, look.
I see that on TikTok. A lot of people are making videos about like girls right now in Texas that can't use the filter.
Oh my God! So how do you feel about that? If California,
I would be so mad.
If California tomorrow, like
I would be so mad.
Oh my God! Tomorrow, like California is like no filters for you. You're just this is how you look, bitch.
I just showed you my favorite filter with the mustache. Like absolutely not.
Yeah, I really enjoy using the one where I'm bald, especially when I'm hanging out with weavers. It's really fun. And then I like the mustache ones as well. And then, but sometimes like, okay, honestly, wait, hold please. I'm gonna dab. Ooh, I've been pretty insecure lately. I want to say that this is probably like the most insecure I've felt recently in my like adulthood, and I'm getting better each day. But like, this is just how I feel. So I've been using filters every now and then, and I never really used to. I used to be like real big on not using filters, and not even trying to like wear makeup. But lately, like I just feel like, I don't know, I don't feel as pretty, so I want to cover up more and stuff. And like, I feel like who the fuck is somebody to take that away from? Like, for why?
Yeah.
And again, I understand a lot more important things are getting taken away from us right now. We just didn't want to cover like super sensitive subjects. We just wanted to keep it lighthearted. Do you want another puff?
But I would be fucking upset.
I'd be upset.
I'd be fucking upset.
I'd be like, what?
Like, what do you mean? Because I'm in Texas, I don't get fucking filters. Like, are you fucking shit?
It's also just crazy because the name is United States of America. Yet if you walk over a imaginary border on the ground, you can just, it could be decided whether it's okay to smoke weed or not, or if it's okay to use filters or not. Like, isn't that just weird? That's just so fucking strange to me. Next thing that I wanted to talk about. So Maria, imagine if somebody like came to your house and gave you a cannabis plant and it was like from the government.
From the government.
The government was like, it's cool, man.
No.
So they're doing it in Thailand right now. They're giving away 1 million free plants to households because they're
no fucking way.
They're allowed to grow in their houses now, and I guess to celebrate that, this is what they're doing. 1 million plants are getting given everywhere.
So every household gets a marijuana plant.
1 million of them. So however many they go through, if that's everybody, then yeah, they get it. But it's because they're now allowed to grow, so anybody else can just like grow and stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do super deep research into if there's limitations on how much they can grow at a time and all that. But in general, like, I don't know, the cannabis industry is progressing, it's growing. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm excited to be like old one day and be like, I was there when weed wasn't even legal and you're over here. Let me tell you about back in my day. Maria hit me with that today. She just turned 23. She turned to me. She said, back in my day. I was like, I'm sorry. Hold up. What happened in your day?
Well, it was back in my day.
Oh, it's so funny. So, next thing that I wanted to talk about is cannabis. To me, is a pretty big deal. I see it everywhere. I also see Starbucks everywhere. Like, we just came back from Starbucks. There's one by everybody's house. There is one on the way to every freeway. Like, and so I always stop at one, including today. And so when I was doing research on some things to talk about, I was actually mind blown about this fact. It's actually that cannabis sales have surpassed Starbucks sales by over a third.
That's fucking insane. Do you know how much Starbucks makes?
It's just mind blowing. I mean, I will admit this. Cannabis much more expensive than a cup of coffee, of course. But I thought people had way more demand for coffee, you know, based on how the media portrays it, how everyone's against it and everybody thinks it's not cool. But yeah, somebody's fucking lying because somebody's buying all this weed out here.
But like,
you know,
how much money does Starbucks make? A lot of fucking money, like billions, huh?
Mark, right? Do you have that information for us? He said, hold,
that's
please.
That's fucking insane. That's so crazy. How fast it's starting to catch up already. And imagine when it's like legalized
everywhere.
Holy fuck!
I know. It's just so strange to live in a world where you're considered a bad parent for consuming cannabis, while in the meantime, it is one of the biggest money making things in the United States. Yes, Mark?
A net profit of $4.2 billion a year
for Starbucks.
Damn.
Yeah.
4.2 fucking billion.
And we're more than that with the cannabis industry. And honestly, I believe it. Like Illinois is crushing it with cannabis sales. Like, and they have such high tax on their cannabis in Illinois that like the state alone is making back so much money. It's just insane. It's just crazy. So I don't know, like because I've been posting content about cannabis on social media for about 6-7 years now, and it is changing so fast. And there was so much going on even before I even started getting in here, like you know, posting about. It's just wild.
Everything's definitely changing.
5 years from now, I can't even imagine. Like, I feel like every other industry, you can kind of predict about where the beauty industry is going, where like the modeling industry is going, whatever the fuck. With the cannabis industry, I have no idea. Like, I don't know how you can predict this.
It's very unexpected, but it's also very scary. It's a very scary community.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's amazing to be at the beginning of something. Like, you know, like I really, and maybe again, somebody's like, you know, you weren't at the weeds been grown. I mean, like legalization process and seeing like dispensaries pop up, the amount of dispensaries pop up everywhere. Like even seeing my mom be okay with it. My mom be filming skits with me. Shit, I forgot. I ate some edibles before we came here.
Yeah, you did.
Candy girl, what's up? Got me fucked up. Yeah, it's just really crazy. It's just really nice. The only reason why the edibles came to my mind is because my mom filmed an edible skit with me on Mother's Day with Candy Girl official gummies. Did you see the skit?
I did
and it's just crazy because again, 6 years ago when I told my mom I'm going to be Koala Puffs and make content on social media and travel hosting cannabis events everywhere to normalize it, my mom walked out on our lunch. She literally got up and she was like, "What? We don't do that in Ukraine." Got up, walked. She didn't say that, but that's what I feel like was going on in her mind. And now my mom's in skits with me, and it's just kind of like that's on the micro scale. On a major scale, it's like it's making more money than Starbucks. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's insane. And I'm sorry I'm talking so much. I always do.
I'm listening, baby. I'm listening.
I love you. I saw this conversation go down the other day on Twitter, or I think it was Twitter that I got retweeted on. That somebody was like, money is not, everybody's acting like money is the most important thing. And it's not. Who cares how much money something makes? Who cares like money, who gives a shit? And it's like money on the grand surface, like it's not ours, it's just our time with it, like whatever. But you need money for everything.
Literally.
And the quality of your certain circumstances are based on money. So when you're looking at progress of something, you're gonna look at money. And so when I'm looking at cannabis, because I know somebody's gonna be like, well, just because it is making money doesn't mean it is good. And I understand that. But at the end of the day, like, it helps so many people. I even saw, and this is a trigger warning, this is a sensitive subject, but a lot of veterans take their life, and opiates are a big reason for that. And the more that cannabis is becoming legalized in places where, especially like a lot of veterans live, and more access is available for them, the less like, you know, opiates are in the picture. It seems, amazing. And it is so nice to like how can somebody sit there and be like, yeah, it's still bad, bro.
No.
But go and get fucked up at a bar. Let's go. Shots on me, you know? Throw up tomorrow. We don't care. Like, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me either.
It doesn't make sense to me, but I have a feeling that 5 years from now, we'll be having very different conversations. And that's what's really nice. It's accepting the fact that shit is this way right now. But I don't see things being like this forever. And that's really nice. It's nice to be there to watch it.
It's going to grow and it's going to change.
Yeah. Exactly. That's all that I had for the Puff and Discuss segment for my area. You had, we were going to go Puff and Play.
Let's do this.
And you wanted to do some true or
false. We're going to do a true or false. And I'm going to ask Angela true or false questions. And if she gets it right, I have to smoke. She gets it wrong,
I have to smoke.
She has to smoke. Yeah.
That's the game. I didn't make up the rules. Yeah, I did.
Okay. I can't let you lick on the face. Oh, just turn down my
This is really weird because okay, so nectar collectors are usually like hot. You know, when you take a dab, it's hot. I don't know how you felt when you were taking a dab, but I keep feeling like I'm not really hitting it. But then when I exhale, there's so much smoke. But I feel like my throat's okay and I don't really feel like I'm inhaling a lot.
It's not hot.
Am I just like really stoned or are you feeling the same way?
I mean, it wasn't hitting me like crazy.
Yeah, but then you exhale and you're like, whoa, there's
smoke.
Happy Kit. Yo, I'm pretty sure if you use discount code Koala, you get savings for Happy Kit. And like they have different designs. This one's smell proof too. And it has a discount.
Do they have pink?
I don't know if they have pink. Maybe in some designs. But they have a lock key, which is perfect for parents.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Mine's 000. Because I
Why are you telling us this?
Oh, fuck, I forgot we're live. Whatever. It's if you come across my bag and you want, I'll give it to you because this shit, you know, like it's very useful, and I put these into my subscription boxes.
Here's
so
the
I have
code
so
to my
many of
useful
them.
bag.
I give it to you. It's full of dabs and stuff. Yeah, whatever. You know? Okay, so yeah, so as she said, let's do this true or false thing. I'm enjoying this episode so far today.
It started off real hectic because we missed a lot of things, but
I know.
We always make it work.
I'm just really bad. And shout out to anybody that's like this because it's okay, baby. I'm really bad at time management. Back in the day when I had a little less on my plate, I would write out stuff on my notepad. I would be like, okay, tomorrow, like I'll be doing this. Let's say I'll be filming skits until 9 a.m. Like I need to wake up and have a skit on Instagram at 9 a.m. And then whatever it is, like I need to be done by then. And then I need to be doing this by that time. And then lately I have so much on my plate with everything that I'm doing that I'm just like, cause I'm free falling. Like I'm literally just doing whatever comes to mind. I need to do this. I need to do that. And at the end of the day, it feels like I'm not accomplishing very much.
Yeah.
But I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? So I just need to get better at like writing shit out.
I'm terrible at time management.
Yeah.
Extremely terrible. I didn't even know I was coming yesterday. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, Mark is amazing at time management. He's saying, yes, you're always prepared. I get it. It's so nice. It's we're learning.
How does it feel to be great?
How does it feel to be like, you know, the favorite in the universe? God, we're trying. It's really hard.
Okay,
give it to me.
True or false?
Yes.
A tsunami wave can travel the speed of a jet.
Shit, I feel like that motherfucker can go faster. But I guess true.
Yeah, it is true.
Looks like you gotta take a dab.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay, hold this.
I read that and that's why I gasped.
That was your guess?
Because to know that a tsunami could move that fast.
I figured it goes even.
No.
I know. You know what's something? I don't know why, but I'm fascinated by movies that are about like tornadoes and stuff for some reason. Back in the day when I was like 15, 16, I used to watch that shit and be like, oh my God. Never come close to it, but like.
I like the real shit, like on YouTube when they have like videos.
No, I don't want it to be too real because then I get sad about it. I'm like, no, real people and sad and lives versus it's in the movie. I'm like, that's some fake shit. It's cool. Like they'll cast a new house. Like it'll be fine. Okay. Feels good. Pew pew. Come at me, Maria.
While sleeping, you cannot smell. True or false?
False.
It is true.
Oh my God. No, it's
you,
not.
You cannot smell when you're sleeping.
Did you get this from a trusted source, or did you pull
Yes.
this off of like Wikipedia?
But also, this is actually, I knew this was a fact before.
Why
I
can
knew that you can't smell it when you're asleep.
is
That's
that
why if a fire starts, you need your alarm because you're not going to smell it.
is that why like it's cool when I fart in my sleep because I can't smell it?
Yeah, neither can I. I'm asleep too. That's crazy though. Your nose just stops working. Well, it doesn't stop working because you're still breathing.
I feel like I'm having trouble believing that.
I'm having
Really?
a hard time. Like I feel like
I'm gonna Google it.
Because
can
I know
we get
for sure
Mark?
I've
Can
been-
you
Can
you
fact
Google
check
it
while
real
we
quick?
continue going?
I've been woken up.
Can
by
we get the
someone.
Carfax?
I haven't.
Okay, Mark will
Wait, hold
fact
on.
check, but
Please
let's
hold.
see. Because I
Next
feel like
one.
if he fact checks it and it's not true, you gotta take a puff. Because I
Yeah,
just took a
okay,
big
let's
dab.
see.
All right, but do you want to?
What
We
is
can
it?
just move forward while he like searches for it. What else you
Okay,
got?
so oh no, not this one.
We got some fun shit planned today.
Snakes can predict earthquakes.
I believe that. True.
Yeah, they can.
All
They
right,
can.
take a
That's
dab.
crazy.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is crazy.
Hold this. So you're ready. Here you go. Yeah, I feel like animals in general have like amazing instincts and can
Like
predict a
senses?
lot of stuff. Yes. Did you see what was it? Can you
That's
smell?
correct.
It's
I
correct.
told you. I told you.
There you go. So if any of y'all significant other says like your fart smells woke me up, they're not telling the truth.
Then
It's
I've
just
got
the
a bone to
loudness
pick
of your
with my
farts.
wife now.
Huh?
I've got a bone to pick with my wife now.
Oh, you got it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maria, 2-1. Yeah, well, we made up this game today. This is how it goes.
True or false? Lightning never hits the same place.
I don't know. True.
That's very false.
Oh, okay. So you could be standing there and be like, hold on, close your eyes and imagine you're standing there and you're like, oh God. Well, at least it can't happen again. Oh God! Koala said it was true. Sorry, headphone users. All right, I'll puff. Honestly, like it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
This last one.
Oh, and last
is-
one, shit.
Is fucked up.
See, I don't like that.
This is.
All right, hold on. Let's hear it. I'm ready for it now.
Okay, so is it true? Do you think it's true or false that only female mosquitoes bite?
What? Yes, it's true.
It's fucking true.
Oh my
But
God.
it's supposed to be women supporting women.
Why do I get bitten so much?
It's a girl mosquito.
They hating.
What the right? What the fuck? This is crazy. I thought that it was. I never knew that guys didn't want to bite.
So what do they do? Are they just useless?
The males just mate. The females are the ones that bite.
Useless again.
Yeah.
I said it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
If
wait,
you
what's the
ever
point
need to
of
get
them
rid of
biting us?
mosquitoes, just let me be in your presence because I am delicious.
I am.
But like, what is the point of the mosquitoes if
They
if
just
the
bite
guys
them?
if they don't drink the blood like the females
They just impregnate the females, and they
just how do
and
they
then
live?
it just keeps going by eating the blood. Well, yeah. What do the mosquitoes eat? The men.
exactly.
What do you men eat?
Exactly. Are you guys depending on us to come home with blood?
Maybe then he sucks it out of her ass. Hey, subskeeto, let's get it. Ski. That's where
That might not be
ski
too
comes
crazy.
from.
That's
Male
good.
mosquitoes feed mainly on plant juices and nectar.
He eats that ass. Shut up. That is fact check. Okay.
Oh my god, it's fucking crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to I'm fucking stoned.
Me too.
You know, it's okay that we didn't bring the box. So if in the box today, I brought dabbing stuff.
Mhm.
So it's just gonna be a box that we're gonna end up using on the next episode. It's okay. We're gonna move into Puff and Review segment today. Our amazing podcast producer Mark brought us some insomnia cookies. I see. Have you ever had these?
Nope.
What's wrong? Oh, Rufus.
Gotta check out Rufus
do you
before I
want to
eat.
tell them about Rufus?
Rufus is just the fake tooth in my retainer.
No, how do we call him though? It rhymes.
Rufus the
Toothless.
Rufus the Toothless.
That's how he got named.
Mhm.
Shout out to Kate for naming him.
Yeah. I gotta be careful not to leave him in the napkin.
Oh my God. Do you want to tell them?
No, I
this?
don't.
Come
I
on.
don't. No.
Really?
I lost Rufus in the napkin and Angela threw him away.
I was sleeping. Kate threw him away. She was cleaning up. She was trying to do good.
Yeah. But also Rufus, you couldn't feel Rufus in the napkin.
But you weren't even putting it on a napkin. You're just leaving him wrapped in a toilet paper.
It was like this. Like this. It was exactly like this.
It looked like it. You know, she thought it was just time to clean up.
Yeah, she thought it was just trash.
So what did we have to do?
We had to take it out of the trash.
Yeah, but it was new trash. Very limited, like bags of chips trash, not like
Then I had to go wash Rufus.
Rufus the Toothpaste. But he's still here with us. Ayo, there we go. I love it. Okay, let me grab him.
Cookie.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sufficiently stoned.
I am too.
Like maybe a solid.
We also took dabs before we came.
We took dabs before we came, and I'm on edibles, and it's kicking in right now. Okay, Maria. So this was supposed to be your birthday present from Mark. He said, so you can go ahead and open. Ah,
oh my god! Oh, I want the chocolate chip.
It's so huge.
It is humongous.
They are massive. Actually, so white chocolate chip is my favorite. Are there nuts in here too? Are there macadamia nuts in here too? That's my favorite if there are. It looks like there are. Oh my god, real good. How do you feel?
Really good.
You want to try mine?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want yours.
No.
Thank you. I'm just not. It's just so like there's more to life.
Oh my god.
You
That was really good.
like this one more?
No.
No. Okay. To each their own. I love this.
I really like this one.
I give these cookies
10.
This does I don't give it a 10 because this doesn't beat that what's that thing that we had before the matcha? The chocolate on chocolate cookie from the Asian market.
Like the chocolate Japanese pancake.
That's
cookie?
what I'm still on. This does not beat that.
Beat it.
But it's what?
Yeah. I like the cookie more.
Okay, I got a question for you. In the morning, what do you do first? Do you take a puff? Do you take a shit, or do you brush your teeth?
Puff.
Yeah? Fuck me too. And I feel like I'm so unhealthy for doing that.
No. Who drinks a glass of water first?
A lot of people, and I'm just like, you know what it is?
That's insane.
Men that I've dated seem to have very good routines versus me. I'm just kind of like, what do you like? I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna drink a glass of water and I'm gonna do 10 push-ups and then I'll jump in the shower and then I'm gonna blend myself up a really good smoothie that's super healthy with a protein shake on the side, and then I'm gonna like go to work, and then I'm gonna leave at lunch to go have another workout because I'm healthy like that, and then after work I'm gonna swing by and get a very healthy dinner so I could bring it home and have a nice salad. And then I'm gonna go to bed early so I could wake up in the morning, have a nice glass of water and get this all going again. And I'm so envious of that because I'm like, I'm gonna see where I fall asleep tonight. Is it gonna be on the couch? Is it gonna be on a bag of bubble wrap? Is it gonna be in my bed? I don't know. My life is chaos.
I can feel
How do you people do it? And I see Mark out of my peripheral like, oh, it's me as a guy. Like I'm that guy.
You miss me. I don't go to bed early.
Okay.
I stay up late.
All right. Well, you got a lot of shit on your plate too, right? Like, and so does your wife. So I think at nighttime is your only time to hang out together, really, yeah?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I get that. I'd stay up late to be with my husband too. Like,
oh
you know?
no, she goes to bed like a few hours before me.
Oh, she's like, fuck you, Mark. I'm sleepy. I got it.
She's like,
is that your you time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I wake up really, really early because that's my me time. Especially like back when I would live with people or a significant other. It's nice to just have that time beforehand. It's just tough because no matter how early I wake up, the East Coast is already fucking awake, man. They're already grinding and working, and I'm like, God damn.
Early bird gets the worm.
Yeah. Well, be like that. What if it's but the second mouse is the one that gets the cheese, you know? The first one gets trapped in there.
I never heard of that one.
Well, perspective is key. It could really. I saw this. Oh God! Somebody tell me what the name of the movie is. Mark will probably know it. But there was this movie where a guy could not. He basically was like, "There is no truth. It's all perception in this world." Because his girl was basically like, tell me the truth, or like, did you tell me the truth back then? And he's like, I can't tell you that because it could have been the truth at the time or from my perspective at the time. There's no real truth. Everybody's perception is different. Everybody's experience is different. Everybody's view on situations is different. And unless every single human being sat down and talked about fucking everything, even then, I don't think we would still even understand each other. Because, that's what I try to
agree.
do.
I agree.
I'm like, if I just paint a better picture in their head, they'll understand me.
They'll get what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
No, you. That's
Yeah.
you.
I was like, what'd you say? What'd you say? Oh my God. So I just saw a video where somebody was on like NBC Live or SBC or whatever is one of those networks, and they were supposed to sing a song, but they didn't know the lyrics. And so they were doing exactly that, but it was live.
Oh, no
and
way.
the drummer was like, mouth wide open, like, what? It happened.
At least they tried. A for effort, no?
Hey, yeah. Yeah, it happens. Okay, next I have here. Oh, somebody's actually texting me. That's nice. I like that.
Can't relate.
Okay, so we have some voicemail. So we actually have a phone number. It's 323-250-6366. I have a story about this again. Maria and I were napping the other day, and I had just posted the phone number again on my Snapchat. And so Maria's still sleeping. I'm awake. And her phone starts blowing up. I think it's an emergency. She got a baby. She's like 4 hours away from the house. She also left a baby with the baby daddy. You don't know what's going to happen, Do you want Rufus back?
Oh, no.
Okay. He's like, back up. So her phone is like going off, and she keeps like turning it off. And it's going off again, and she keeps like snoozing it, and I'm like, oh my God. So I wake her up, and I'm like, I think there's got to be an emergency going on. There's got to be an emergency going on. Like, what's happening? And I wake her up, and she's like, no, girl, it's everybody calling the WhatsApp number and leaving voicemails. And I honestly was like, oh, thank God. Well, since you're awake now. Let's listen to them. Yeah. So we ended up listening to some of them. There's one that made two that made us laugh so hard, and there's a couple of like questions in there. So
there's
we wanted
2 questions and 2 that made us crack the up.
So we wanted to play these voicemails. We wanted to interact with them, and we wanted to let you know if you want to call in and have any questions or anything that you want us to talk about. Call in 323-250-6366, and you might be featured on the show. So which of you got one for us? Okay.
We'll do this one first.
Okay, let's hear it. Your poor phone.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh. Hey. Oh my God. Hi, Koala.
This isn't the one. You had the one that was singing.
I freaking love you. I love everything you stand for.
Oh, Maria. Yeah, but he was the same phone number, but he was singing. It was funny.
Hi, it's Jenny and Ari.
This one made us
I've never been. We want to know what stories you guys have when you're really high. Because we want to laugh.
Because we want to laugh while they're making us laugh. We died listening to this. So what story do we have from when we're really high?
It's really funny because they're like, they called us and they were cracking up.
We started dying from their laughing.
And then at the end, they're like, what are some funny stories? Because we want to laugh while they're cracking up.
And then making us laugh. Because when people got that laugh that makes you laugh, that's you girls right there. Like, I love that's so funny. Okay, stories while we're high. Well, I mean, for me, like, my stories while I'm high is that I always plan on eating a shit ton of edibles and filming fun YouTube content, but then I just can't because I end up being a fucking melted piece of cheese.
You get fucked up.
You get fucked up. And now it's a lot easier because I film here in the studio with Mark, so I could show up and be a potato. Like somebody could just deliver me, shovel me off of the car, put me in the chair, and I could film my video. But last year I had to like set up cameras and lighting, and I'd be like, I can't fucking do all this. I can't even make sure we're filming.
It's like that one video that we made with the candy girl where we were like, we ate it and then we're
passed out.
Yeah,
that's always the case. Like, I swear to God, sometimes you just gotta do things. But do you have any fun stories when you're really fucked up?
I think I like maybe like the funniest is like just whenever I mix things up. Like I have a lot of moments where I mix a lot of things up,
Like what?
That's like my funniest, but like, okay, the other day I was on live, right? And I was talking about octopuses, and I was so lit. I just playing hide and seek,
Uh-huh.
And I told everybody, I was like, octopuses have 8 testicles.
8 testicles. Testicles.
I literally carried on. Like,
Did no one say anything?
I didn't realize until the comments were like,
testicles? Question mark.
And I was like, testicles? Who said testicles? And I was like, oh no, I
You
didn't. And you know how I am. I mix up my words without even knowing, and I just go
I
on
do it
about
all
my
the time.
thing.
I actually didn't realize how often I do it until I started recording and filming myself.
Oh my
'Cause
god,
I
you see
would
it all.
frequently like back in it. So I'm a very stubborn person, okay? I have a lot of flaws. I'm working on them, okay? But there's a lot of the time when I'm really stubborn, especially back in the day. And I remember dating an ex of mine where we would like talk about something and he would frequently be like, you just said this. And I'm like, that's not the word that I said. He's like, no, I swear it is. I'm
You
like,
just
that's
said
not
that.
what I said.
Yeah.
He's like, it is what you said. And I'm like, well, that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say this.
You knew what the fuck I meant.
And I would walk away and be like, he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't even hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. And then I started filming myself. And that's the only motherfucker I think about when I like look back at the footage. I'm like, I used the wrong word when my brain totally wanted to say like something totally different. Like I wanted to say banger, but I said rig, or I wanted to say rig, but I said bong or whatever. And then I think I did say the thing that I wanted to say. Sorry,
That's how I
sorry,
know
ex-boyfriend.
that's why I'm like, I didn't even realize. I just went about. I was like, okay, so next I'm gonna just going on about my day, and then everybody was just like, no, you just said testicles.
Testicles, man.
But it happens to me a lot. You know.
I mean, you know, I love me some testicles. So if there's any conversation that's gonna
8
come out,
testicles?
I'd rather
Damn.
I know that octopuses, I don't know. I know that they have 3 hearts. I heard that. Imagine
I didn't know
8
that.
tentacles, 8 testicles, and 3 hearts.
Oh,
Mark,
I
yeah.
love
I was
and
gonna
balls.
say we did that on like I think episode 3.
We did. I don't think we did that. I think we did it when you and I filmed a YouTube video with questions for MJ Arsenal.
Oh, you're right.
I am right. I am not that stoned. I'm
But I thought it was one of the first facts she did was octopuses.
Was it?
Was it?
I don't think so. I think it was the card. Maybe. I also don't remember. See, I switch up words. You think I remember stuff? It's crazy how much stuff I
here.
block out, actually. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of situations that I'll be talking about, even with like my mom or like some acquaintances, or like I'll watch something that I haven't seen since I was like younger, and it'll trigger a memory that I completely didn't even remember existed. And on the surface, it doesn't seem like it's traumatizing, but it is. And so it's crazy how much just kind of like, I don't know. Our brains are fucking weird. And the more I smoke weed, the more I get into conversations like this, and I'm like, whoa, man. Why?
The fuck?
You got another voicemail, bro?
Okay, I think this one is a question.
Oh, I love it. Hold, please.
Hey, Latina Beauty and Koala Puffs. My name is Angela. I just recently started listening to your podcast in the morning while I smoke. Y'all are hilarious. Maria, I have been following you from the beginning. I've loved seeing you grow and be successful. I'm also a makeup artist and a stoner mom. What advice could you give me on getting mom shamed for smoking cannabis? I feel as, if you've received any, I feel as a mom, I do get judged a lot more for this. Let me know your thoughts. Much love to the both of you, and keep up the amazing work.
Oh, yeah. We were actually talking about this today, Maria. Got a lot to say on this topic. Let's hear it. I'm going to keep taking dabs while you do.
To be completely honest with you guys,
be raw in here.
When it comes to this, I feel like it's just I don't know how to. It's really hard to explain it. It's just like people look from the outside in and they think that it's crazy, but I feel like with me, when people mom shame me, like I tend not to care. Like for example, I told you the other day, I don't really post that I have a kid often. And the other day I was on live and I answered a question and that was talking about me having a kid. And immediately I got hit with comments like, oh, you're an unfit mother. You beat your kid. You do this, you do that. And it's like,
where's your kid right now?
What the fuck? What the fuck are you like? I don't get it. People are going to judge you regardless. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. As long as you know what you're doing as a parent, that's all that matters. there's somebody out there that's drinking in front of their kid like it's Bible study, and everybody's like, oh, that's fine, she's fine.
You get wine at church.
It's just shots. She's fine. But then if I like step aside and I take a quick 3-second puff, then it's like, oh my God, like
you're so bad.
That's so bad. But my biggest advice would just be to, you can't really care what the fuck they have to say, because you know what they are, and some people don't understand it. Remember how we talked about it before? Some people don't understand it. They genuinely think it's a fucking drug. They genuinely think like, oh my God, like cannabis is so dangerous, it's so bad, it's this and that. So in some ways, some people don't understand it. Some people really do think it's like terrible, but we can't educate everybody, and we can't want everybody to be on our side. We just have to accept the criticism and just move on. We're not even accept it, but like push it aside and just move on.
Just expect that, I guess, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just funny that you can walk into Target and there's t-shirts that literally, I've seen these that say, bring mommy a glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like, I don't know. I think a lot of things in this world are changing, but it's really hard to even provide information because, again, we loop back around to that conversation that comes up all the time on air and off air is censorship.
Mm-hmm.
It's on like, so TikTok, forget about it, about cannabis. It doesn't even matter if it's educational. It doesn't matter, nothing. Instagram is becoming harder and harder. So I blew up on Instagram. I owe it all to Instagram. And I'm a huge believer of not biting on the hand that fed you. And if I have done that, I truly apologize for that. But that's like my biggest kind of thing. And that's what hurts my feelings the most is when like I try to help people. And even if they dislike something about me, that they do so much to hurt me specifically. Because Instagram, like as much as I get so pissed about how much content is deleted, how my account keeps getting shut down, how I'm shadow banned, how it's hard to grow on there, it's where everything happened. It's the reason why I met you, why I created the content that I made, the people that I've met through my life and the lessons that I've learned, and even my house that I purchased came from all of that, and my businesses. So I owe so much to Instagram, but every day it's becoming more and more difficult to create content on there, even if it's educational. You know, I haven't been able to go live in forever on my account. Neither have you on your main page, right?
I haven't even attempted.
Like I've tried on my company page as well, because what I wanted to do is create little mini series of like how to use all the stuff that's in our boxes, especially for beginner smokers. And I can't do that on any platform other than platforms, no offense, that don't have a lot of users on it. And the whole point of creating content and setting aside the time for that is because you want to blow up and you want people to see it and you want to get eyes on it. And if it's a very limited amount of people that could see it in the first place because of the amount of users that are on a platform that don't have a lot of users, you know, it's really hard because then you're just setting aside time to create content without a lot of eyes on it. It's really hard. Time is very valuable. We only have a certain amount of time every single day. So you got to like portion it out properly, which again comes back to my bad time management. You know, but it's just hard. You can't do it on Instagram. You can't really do it on YouTube either. You can create your own website and share it with people, but that's really hard because then you need big platforms to drive traffic back to that website. It's just so difficult. It's so tough. That's why I really appreciated when people are supportive. And I think I've said this before. Was it today? I'm really stoned, but like you're one of the most supportive people like I've ever met. Like you're very selfless about it, and it's really nice because my biggest, like, a lot of my traumas come from, like, I've always felt like I can't do what somebody else is doing. I can't have the same hairstyle even or hair color as one of my other friends or some other content creator. And so you're so huge on TikTok. So I felt like I didn't want to step on your toes or anybody's toes by trying to create TikTok content. And you're continuously telling me to get on TikTok, to do live streams on there. And it's just very encouraging because it's very rare. Usually when people find the sauce, they don't share it.
It's a big platform for everybody to share.
But people don't see. I feel like the cannabis community is a very big, oh my God, stop. Now you touch me, now I'm going to cry. Code Sprite!
Code Sprite.
The cannabis community is also very big too, but there's like the beauty community is very big, but there's all this competitiveness that comes to this, and it doesn't make sense to me very much because what's meant to be yours will be yours.
Because for what?
I don't
Why?
know.
We could all win.
It
You know what I
naturally
mean?
happens for a lot of people too, I think. I think it's just tough because a lot of us are not very upfront about how we're feeling. So a lot of us aren't talking about where we stand. Like if I started making makeup videos and you were like, dude, you know, that kind of makes me feel a certain way because I make makeup videos, I'd be like, oh, I had no idea. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no way for us to know without having that kind of a discussion, you know? Because some people would go into it being like, of course I shouldn't make makeup videos. That's not what I would do. Why is that out of all the things I would choose? And other people be like, wow, I'm inspired by your makeup stuff. I want to be like that. You know, so everybody's perspective and everybody's point of view is so different. I know we're going this episode a little bit long already, but I wanted to bring something up. So I wanted to talk about something because I just learned about this the other day and it expanded my point of view. So I wanted to share it. You know how there's like love languages, right? Like, you know, do you give gifts? Do you touch? Do you talk about things? I heard somebody the other day talk about fight languages. How do you argue when you're displeased, when you're fighting? So like for me, I want to talk it out right then and there because for those that know, like I grew up without both my mom or my dad. So I have from childhood, this like fear of losing people, you know, and as you grow, you lose people. That's just how it goes, you know? And so my biggest worry is if I get into an argument with somebody and we don't talk about it and they walk away, that they're not going to come back or they're going to go talk to somebody else about it that maybe has ill intentions, you know, and wants us to break up or, you know? So my fight, quote unquote, fight language is talking about it right then and there. If I upset you, if you upset me, if you're mad at the situation, if you're hurt, whatever. But like, for example, my mom needs to process things for a really long time before she's able to like just put it on the table because otherwise she doesn't know what to say. And I didn't know that before because maybe I'm stupid, but nobody shared that perspective with me before. So I always thought that like people that don't talk to you when you're like arguing or having a conversation, that they're doing it on purpose, that they're withholding information.
You stupid. I just think you just didn't see that perspective.
I never saw that perspective because in my mind, it's like we can all just talk about things. So if you don't, you just don't want to, but that's not the case for so many. But it's because every friendship that I've ever had, every relationship that I've ever had, we've never had these deep ass conversations that were like, this is how I handle things. Yeah. You know? So I'm curious, like, what is your fight quote? I don't know if this is the appropriate name for it, but what's your like fight language? How do you handle arguing or disagreeing? Like, do you like retract? Do you talk about it? Do you throw things? Do you like write it out?
I retract then talk.
Yeah. How long does it usually take you to talk about it?
It just depends on the severity of the situation, honestly.
I think that's fair.
I'm working on it though, because I know that I do have to like talk it out. But before I would just be like, whatever. But like now I'm trying to like, I retract myself so I don't do things that I don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like say things that I don't want to say. Then I come back to it. You know
I think it would be good or for some people, like for me, it would be helpful if someone that was the type of person that needs a little space to talk about it, if they let you know, instead of just like some people just storm out. And then in my mind, I'm like, oh no, I'm dumped.
I'll just say I need a moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm one of those that has to fight in that moment.
Yeah.
And I will make a resolution.
Yeah.
During that, my wife is run away, close the door, gone for hours.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I sit there
like,
with
what
anxiety.
the fuck? Yeah. What do I do? Are we mad? Are you filing divorce papers? What's happening?
Yeah. We got in like a fun, bad fight. And it was my fault. 100% my fault. And all I could do was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It was like 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days of like just.
Yeah. No,
couldn't handle that.
Yeah.
Not for how little the fight should have been.
Oh,
but do you feel like if you went into dating this person or marrying your wife knowing that that's how she's just going to handle things, it would have been easier to already anticipate it coming? That's just her like routine, quote unquote, or whatever?
Now, we've been together for 12 years.
Yeah.
Now, only in the last, I'd say 3 or 4, like we've known that about each other.
Okay.
Where we've had the conversation of like, hey, that like, I can't go to bed angry.
Yeah.
Like
it hurts me.
Like flip the lights back on. Let's
talk
sort
about
this
it.
in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Make our apologies. I'll apologize. You apologize.
But let's be cool tomorrow morning.
But like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Not her.
wake up with that gut feeling. See, for me, like I feel like a lot of my previous ex, we used to fight a lot because I would be asking him like, okay, put everything out on the table. So my ex, the person like really shattered my heart, cheated on me. And when I was asking him like, why would like what was it in this relationship, like why would you do, because he like wanted to talk it out, he didn't, he's like, no, let's talk about this. He couldn't answer, and I was getting more and more pissed off. Like, why the fuck do you want to have this conversation and then not fucking talk? Like, why did you do, why, or just leave? But he would just sit there and be quiet. And I feel like if before that he would just explain to me like, hey, when I am embarrassed, when I fucked up, or when I'm fighting with someone, I don't know how to handle it, so I get in my shell. I think it would be so much easier to just know that like, oh, this is just something that they do, versus like why are you doing this to me in this situation right now? Does that make sense?
can I give you? I had to give this advice to someone the other day.
Oh yeah.
So as something I've learned, like there's two kinds of fights. And when my wife is mad, I'll ask her, is this something where I'm supposed to listen, or am I supposed to give feedback?
Yeah.
One or the other. And then that makes it so much easier where
Yeah.
I'm going to sit and listen and hear what you have to say. And then she
Yeah.
gets her point across, even if it's the same point 8 times.
Yeah. That's me though. Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I need to just talk it out and I need to just say it. But like, I'm the person that I'll say it first. I'll be like, okay, I'll tell her, I'll be like, I'm going to sound like an asshole right now. Like, I don't care, but I just need to get this out, Or like, I just need to, like, what do you think about this? Like, I try to be, like, I'm pretty straightforward. Like, I try to be very straightforward. That's why, like, with me, there's like no reading between the lines. Like, you get what you get. But it's just the whole like fight languages thing really shifted my perspective on a lot of things, and it kind of micro blew my mind a little bit, because I feel like that could have helped me in a lot of my previous relationships, like with my mom or with my previous roommates or friends or dating relationships, because I have a very strong personality. I have an A-type personality, and so like a lot of the time people think like my ex. I'm thinking in like of my ex that I would date, because he would be like, oh, like, are we fighting? And I'm like, no, I just want to talk it out. Like, it's not arguing. It's like, can we just talk about it without knowing how the other person handles it?
I like talking it out sometimes. It just depends on the level of it. And then if it's like real crazy, I just retract. But if it's something that I can feel like I can talk out in the moment, I will. But if not, then I retract.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, I feel like that was a really nice conversation. I don't know. I just feel like, man, shit's fucking weird these days. Let's just fucking talk about it.
Like, the universe is a little crazy. It's like there's another retrograde or something.
Man, I don't know what's going on. It's the end of the world. Are we going through
retrograde right now?
We're going through the end of the world right now. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I literally came across a TikTok the other day. They're like, don't y'all think it's crazy that all these things are going on in the world? And we're just like, doo-doo-doo, gonna go to work. Doo-doo-doo, gonna pay my bills. While like all these things are happening in this world, we're like, gotta keep paying this car, more fucking payments. Like,
man.
So let's go into Puff and Puff, because Mark got some dad jokes for us, as he always does, because Mark is great. I wanted to take dabs, so did you want to hit the pen, or you want me to give you the nectar collector halfway through when he get
pen?
You just gonna keep hitting the pen? All right, I'm gonna keep retorching and just dabbing. So let's hear some of our awesome music that we got over here, and hit it, Puff and Puff.
We're going.
Oh, it's going. Ooh. I'm not even gonna turn off the torch, just endless dabs. Make your own email. Oh my god, these dab sizes. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning with the dabs.
Whoa.
I need you to call 911.
Three,
Yo, that was a lot. I took hella dabs.
Shit.
Here you go. Drink some water. Give us a second. You're excited about that one joke, aren't you? Mark gave us heads up that he has a really good one today. Let us know what your favorite dad joke is. You could tweet me. You could DM Puff and Chat Podcast. Let us know.
All right. True story.
Mm.
Bees are allergic to pollen. You know how we know this? They break out in hives. Why does Waldo wear stripes? Because he doesn't want to be spotted. Why don't you buy things with Velcro? Because it's a ripoff. How do you fix a broken pumpkin? With a pumpkin patch. When you really think about it, the shovel was a groundbreaking invention. Oh, I think we got her today. That's it.
No.
I'm dripping.
Your jokes are getting better and better with each episode. I feel like last episode and this episode.
I was dripping.
Groundbreaking. That was hilarious.
So last night I
Yeah.
had a picture of a beehive
Okay.
and I was showing my wife
Yeah.
and she was excited for like, I'll give her like tidbits of like trivia, stuff like that. So she was excited about like, really? Bees are allergic to pollen?
Mm-hmm.
And then hit her with they break out in hives. She just about hit
She's
me.
like, bah!
No, she just
You're
about
like-
hit me.
Yes.
She was mad.
She had
You
her
both
tagged.
pumped me up for nothing. I thought it was really funny. I like these dad jokes because it's kind of fun. It keeps helps keep
getting
things
better.
lighthearted. Maria, what's next? What do you have coming up on your end? What can we keep an eye, ear, ballsack, testicle out for? Put your wigs.
I don't know. Just cause. Well, yeah, that, and then I got a few other things.
Okay.
But just follow me on Instagram and Angela on Snapchat. You know me
Yeah.
on Snapchat, so you guys can see every day.
Yeah. Well,
There's a lot of big things coming soon.
yeah, she's got a lot of fun things coming soon. We have, so on my end, we have a 420 comedy show that I host right here in Los Angeles. This upcoming Saturday, well, it would have already passed by the time you guys are hearing this. I'm so sorry. But we have one coming up. It's one of the last ones before the summer hits, so we can do some summer events when they come up. Find some fun outdoor venues. But all the events that I host are 420 friendly. So if you want to come and hang out and consume, bring your own stuff. We also usually hand out a lot of stuff. There's usually stuff available for
Food.
sale. There's usually food. There's activities, but you can also meet other stoners, become friends with some new people. Yeah, so we have one coming up in Los Angeles this Saturday. We'll also have more coming up. Check it out on koalapuffs.com. All the info and updates are usually there. We are looking at an event in September in Arizona. Latina, Beauty, and I are talking about coming out there
I really
together.
wanna go out there.
And I'm also currently looking into hosting an event in Denver, which I'm also trying to see if she'll come out there and do a little meet and greet with us. So these are the things to keep an ear out for. In the meantime, I'm fucking 10 out of 10 stoned. How are you doing?
I'm freaking stoned. I still can't believe only female mosquitoes bite. That's fucking
Some bullshit.
insane.
I don't understand the hate. What's
That's
going
bullshit.
on? I don't like it.
We're supposed to support each other.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Please subscribe, review this podcast if you're enjoying it so far. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And we will catch you in 2 weeks on the next episode. Thank you so much for being here.
See you guys later.
Puff and Chet out.